Okay, we're gonna use our Uchimata from a pummel. Not from an underhook or a whizzer. Sure, you have an underhook, but the angle is different. We're both leading with the same foot this time. That's the distinguishing factor between like a normal 50-50 pummel and an underhook versus a whizzer. So in this case, we're gonna be kind of hugging it out in an even area. It's really hard to do Uchimata from here because I gotta get to this inside thigh and I have to turn. So you need to create an off balance, and there's multiple ways to do that, okay? We're gonna be able to use a movement and then a technique that simulates that same movement, okay? So I'm gonna do a half a step circle and pull. So practice this movement a few times before you just wing in Uchimata, okay? So I'm gonna have a tricep and a lat, okay? I don't wanna go too close to the butt. I'm not trying to throw his hips. I wanna control him up here. So I'm gonna step and I'm gonna pull. Just that movement. Just get a few of this where you're not switching stances, you're not going like this and be leading with your right foot. It's almost like a pivot, step and a pivot. That movement. So I could predict the future. I'm a time traveler. I know his right foot is going to step forward based on my movement. And that's what I'm banking on for my Uchimata. So I want to step and pull. During that, I want to slide into a T step with my support leg to do my Uchimata. Timing is of the essence. So you do want to learn this slow and mechanically and have the steps all down. But when it really works well, it has to be in conjunction of a perfect timing. So it's hard to recreate that with no momentum. But to learn it, you kind of got to. So the first few reps are going to look a little wonky until you speed it up. And a lot of my students, when I teach them this, the first 10 reps is like, oh, this might not be for you. Just 11, 12, 15, 20, it's perfect. So being able to practice it a few times without winging it with too much speed. So you just get the fundamental movements down. So I have my pummel position. I'm going to step and pull. As he steps, I'm pivoting and rotating into my T-step entry, okay? So that little half step rotation is gonna be our setup, our entry for that pummel. So I have this. I'm gonna take that half a step, boom, boom. And I'm rotating right into my entry, okay? So it doesn't take a lot of like steps for our entry. It's more of like a rotation and a lift instead of like that kind of mechanical movement. Those mechanical movements are good for like uchikomi and your fit-ins to understand and grasp the concepts of where you need to be before you enter and throw. So we're still going to be underneath them in the right position, just we're going to get there a little different. So I'm going to step and pull that lat. So it's pretty important that you remain loose during this. So you step and pull to be able to get him to step at the right time and you to enter. It helps to be relaxed. If you're super stiff and strong, yeah, it'll still work, but it's gonna be rigid. And you're probably gonna create too much momentum because you're using too much of your strength and you're gonna end up getting re-rolled and maybe even your back taken. So we wanna remain relaxed and find that timing, that perfect essence here, where I step and I rotate and I'm entering all kind of at the same time. So that movement, that little half step pull, rotate, pivot, throw. Last time. So in our pummel, we're moving a little bit. This is normal. I'm gonna step, rotate, pull, enter. I like to post my hand on the mat every time. Holding onto the tricep with that near arm, my forearm, just to support my body coming down to the mat. So I'm not going head first or injuring myself. I gotta kind of release and post. So in the solo drill section, there's a lot of these drills where I'm making sure that hand goes down and releases. So give it a try. Step, circle, rotate into your Uchimata.